Hey, all right, we're live. It is Saturday, May 16th. You can tell because it says so right on the top of the whiteboard.
And I got it right this time. It is the correct date.
Speaking of which, I'm joined today by Coach Anna, the one, the only. So, what do you got for us today, Anna?
So we've got a pretty normal looking warm-up and footwork. Our finisher today that we're going to do, we're going to use the ladder, the plyo ladder. So if you've got one at home, feel free to use that. If you're using a chalk ladder, or if you've just got like a longer space that you can use, that's great. If you don't have a lot of space, I'll give you an option for a stationary footwork pattern that you can do. And then on each end of that, so you can imagine you can go down the ladder and back the ladder, or you can be doing it in place, we'll add 2 weighted exercises. So I've got 2 smaller dumbbells. These could be cans or small objects. They don't have to be weights. They don't have to be heavy. And if you don't have weights, you'll be able to do it without them. You can just stick with the squat there. And then on the other side, I've got one slightly heavier that will do a single armed thing and rotate arms. Again, if you have a small object at home, you could use the object. You could use a light bag, an object that you know that you can lift comfortably 5 or 6 times in a row. And if you don't have one, this one will be a down twist, twist, up, twist, twist. And I'll remind you at the end, so if you don't have a ladder or objects to lift, you still have something fun to do that will help you out. So weights and ladder, totally optional, but we'll throw it in for people who might have stuff at home that they want to use. All right, so we'll start with our warm-up. Today we've got my favorite, the jacks, warming up. I like them either at the beginning or the end. So we're going to do 10 regular jumping jacks. We've got the T-jacks to open those shoulders. Oh, we'll clap. And then we've got the squat jacks. That sort of cheerleader looking move. I don't know where Anna would have thought about learning that from. Would it say, see these little E's on your hands, then big E's, makes a little shape. So you're holding the pom-poms. Or you could add your weights if you want to feel extra. Totally could do that today. So then we've got our standard ankles, hips, and arm workout that will make sure we're all loose and ready to go. We've got footwork. I'm going to make you do it on both sides today. You know that's my favorite. I like to make sure we hit all the sides so we don't become lopsided, fencing people with one super giant thigh. And I'm going to take out this mom toy, which is a marker that I have hanging out in my pocket at all times. So I don't need my timer till the end. I'll put that down. Let's get started warming us up. So 10 regular jumping jacks, 10 T's, 10 the squat jacks, and we're going to repeat twice. So if you miss it the first time, get it the second. If you're not comfortable with one of the jumping jacks because maybe you haven't done it before, you feel uncoordinated, stick with the basic one. And you can always add it that second time around if you want to try a new one. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to your regular jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squat jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out. So we're going to start with those heel-toe walks. If you need water, feel free to grab it. So
Knees, hips, toes facing forward. We're going to stand up tall on our toes. Push that front toe into the ground. And I'm just going to walk it in place. Step forward a little bit. Step back. Going up tall. Keep everything aligned forward if you can. Try not to curl out. Good. Step it in place. All right, we're going to switch to toes up. I'm going to do some in place. Walk it forward and back just a little bit. Good, I'm going to go back to toes. I'm keeping my legs pretty straight here. You can adjust if you need to. You can bend the knees, sit back a little bit. Back to heels. All right, we're going to do those hip circles. We'll add a balance component first. So one leg on the ground. Oh, wait, we'll start with both feet on the ground. Hips, knees, toes facing forward. Or come up on one foot. Find your balance here. Bring it low, take it high. And once you're balanced, we're going to do toes up, toes down. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Good. And if you're feeling not too balanced, take it low. You can flex and point low and still work on your stability on that leg that's holding you up. Try and keep your hips level. Try not to compensate if you can. Good. We're going to stay on that same leg. We're going to open it to the side. Supporting leg is going to keep facing forward. Other leg, knee and hip are going to point to the side. And we'll do some ankle circles once you find your balance. 2 or 3 one way, 2 or 3 the other way, and then just alternate back and forth. Again, you can take it lower if you need to. And you can even just tap your foot on the ground if you're feeling really unbalanced today. So you can still put most of your weight on the supporting leg with just a toe tap. Or you can take it up and try those ankle circles. Good. All right, set it down. March in place, shake it out. This leg gets to be your stable leg. Start from center, keep those hips square. Find your knee up. Find your balance wherever that is for you today. And once you're balanced, flex it up, point it that toe down. Flex it up, point it down. Again, try not to do this to keep yourself up. Try and stay here if you need to. I'd rather you tap your toe down than to lean over like this to keep your leg up. And you can even do your toe tap this way. Give it a little tap on the ground. Good. We're going to open it to the side. Supporting leg still going to stay forward. And once you find your balance with your knee pointing out, you can do your circles. Again, we're going to do 2 or 3 one way, 2 or 3 the other, and then just keep going back and forth. Just like before, if you need to, drop it so you can be stable. And if you really need to, just tap the toe down. Keep most of that weight there so you can still work on that supporting leg. Good. set it down, shake it out. So that was like one hip circle, very slowly. So we'll do a few hip circles in place. So knee up, circle around and back. If you've got the space and you want to do these walking, that's fine too. We do 5, open the gate. I'm going to change the direction. I do 5, close the gate. And switch legs. Again, always start from the feet and hips facing forward. Yep. Open. Change direction. Start it out. Close it in. Good. Shake it out. We're going to do some arm circles. So arms out. Zombie arms, as I tell the youth class. We're going to go up and around, up and around. Nice and slow. Your full range of motion. Reach up at the top and change direction. All right, we're going to do one at a time, going forward, your front stroke, as swimming weather approaches. And backstroke. If you need an extra, do these laying on the ground, get that Superman pose going, really pinch those shoulders together, and you can work your core as you lift up a little bit. All right, we're going to do shoulders up to the ears, down, nice long neck, up to the ears, down, nice long neck, up, down, up, down, up, and roll them back. Imagine you're grabbing something with those shoulder blades as you roll them back. All right, up and take them forward. If you spent all week sitting in front of a desk, working from home or long distance learning, should feel pretty good. And we're going to do one shoulder up, one shoulder down, stretch them out in opposite ways, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and last time, switch. Good, shake it out. All right, so we're going to do footwork. Again, we're going to do it on both sides today. We're going to start with all of our footwork in place for 30 seconds. And then we're going to do some traveling with our footwork. Again, if you don't have lots of space, when we're traveling, you can keep doing it in place. If you have the space, use the space that you have. When you reach the end, turn around and keep doing the footwork that way. So if we're doing advances, don't switch and do retreats on partway through. We're going to do all our advances together. All right. I'm going to grab my timer so I don't give us accidental extra credit. Maybe we'll do that at the end. All right, so we're going to start with our advances. So I'm going to start on my dominant side. You can start on whichever side you want to. If you want to get your non-dominant side over with, you're welcome to start on that side first. So start in your attention position, step it out, sink it down to your on-guard position. Scoot back one, so I don't hit the weird spot on the floor. And got my timer set. I'm going to do my advances in place. So remember, front foot, back foot. You can do hands across the chest, the hips, or just in on-guard position. All right, small advances in place. could be a really nice way to do your footwork if you happen to have a mirror handy. You can watch yourself, see if you lean in or out. All right, let's move to traveling. When you reach the end of your space, turn it around, take it back. All right, we're going to switch feet. Do our advances on this side. Starting in place. Front, back, front, back. Even though we're doing them in place, still be mindful that you're not just like hanging out like this. Keep your on guard stance. Remember, if it's an advance, it's going to start with your front foot first. If you're a more advanced fencer, you can change your tempo on these. Here we go with our moving steps. Reach that end of your space, turn it around. So as a reminder, if you're fencing outside with us at all, make sure you're clearing out any space before you get started from like rocks or pebbles or whatever obstructions may be present, sticks. You never know. Make sure you don't trip on anything, or if there's like large cracks in the sidewalk, you don't want to like tumble over those. All right, we're ready for our retreats. So back to the side you started with. We're going to do our retreats in place. Turn it around so it feels like a retreat. So back foot, front foot. You want to make it harder, sink it down a little lower. Front, back front. Moving to moving. Back front. Again, if you're a more advanced fencer, maybe you're adding a tempo here. You don't have to go at the same speed I'm going. If you're a beginner fencer, going about the same speed I'm going is probably good for you. Switch it up. Go to your other side. Find your on guard. Back front, back front, back front. If this is your offside, every once in a while, maybe you want to reset your feet. Sometimes it can be a little challenging to have the same body awareness of your footwork on your opposite side. Sometimes you do better footwork on your opposite side because you're working so hard at it. All right, we're going to drop the timer. Oh no, it's our best friend here. Oh, I have to reset it now. All right, so we've got our moving retreats on our second side. Here we go. Back front, back front, back front. Push with the front foot. Turn it around when you reach the end of your space.
it off, shake it off. We're gonna do some double advances. So again, we're gonna start in place, but double advance. Back front, back front, back front, back front. Should feel kind of like a pony. Get out your cowboy hat.
I left mine at home today.
Oh no. If you got one of those sticks with a pony on it, you could hold it, do your fencing footwork while riding your, oh, maybe you could use your pretend sword stick as a pony.
Grab a broom.
Grab a broom. All right, so whichever side you're starting on, remember, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. Add a little pause, don't just rush them all together, otherwise you're just doing advances fast. Not quite what we're going for here. So pick your side, front, back, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, we're ready to travel. Front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. Double advance. Buckle. If you're more advanced fencer, maybe you're playing around with how you would do some invitations with your arm. Oh, we're gonna switch feet. If you're a more beginning fencer, maybe you're just working on the feet right now. Again, you can keep those hands wherever it is that helps you focus on your footwork. Okay. So, front, back, front, back. Again, advanced fencers, you can play around with that tempo. Beginning fencers, I want to see you work on your keeping it nice and low, and seeing a little pause and not just rushing through doing advance, advance, advance. All right, here's our traveling step on our second side, front, back, front, back. Double advance, front, back, front, back. Your favorite verbal reminder cue. Good. Shake it out. So next we've got a little lunging sequence. So we'll do lunges in place. Then we'll do an advanced lunge, but we'll start with advanced lunge. So we'll still keep that in place. Then going on, then we'll do moving advanced lunge. And then we'll add our retreat lunge too. So I wrote them all in one line, so it looks like there's less things, but there's actually 3 different things there. Surprise! Sneak attack. All right, so our lunges. Here we go. Thrust, lunge, recover. For my beginning fencers, I want to see your thrust, lunge, bend the knee to recover. Advanced fencers, maybe you're working on the long lunge. Maybe you're working on different hand-foot timing. All right, switch sides to your other side. Thrust, lunge,
Challenge for me on my opposite side is using my backhand. Trying to coordinate that extra hand is hard. Just stick with your front hand and the lunging foot. All right, so we're gonna switch to our advanced lunge. As promised, we're gonna do an in-place version first. Advance, lunge, recover. So keep that advance in place. And we're gonna lunge. Again, if you're a beginning fencer, thrust. That's twice today. Da, da, da. Poor timer. We love you. Man, I even pushed the button to off. So, advance in place. Front, back, front, front foot again. Let's see the arm go front, back, thrust, front, front, recover. So, I want to see your thrust happen early before you lunge, and bring it back before you start your next step. So we keep each individual repetition its own contained thing. Our goal is not to rush them all together and get as many as possible. So quality, not quantity. For the advanced fencers, maybe that thrust is happening at a different hand-foot timing. You know what you need to work on, so feel free to modify it for what you're working on. But beginners, stick with the thrust, lunge, recover, and make sure you're bending that back knee to help you recover. So our one's in place. Front, back, front, 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 back, front, front. Advance, thrust, lunge. All right, take it to our traveling step. Again, advance, thrust, lunge, recover. Reach the end of your space, turn it around. Good. Oh, turn it so you're not buzzing for me. Buzz for me. I like to know when we're done. All right. Other side. So again, advance in place, lunge, recover. Front, back, front. If you really need to work on the feet, because it's your opposite side, you can drop the hands all together until you're ready to put it back in. Good. Shake it off. We've got our traveling ones, and then we've got retreat lunge. Then you've made it to the end of the footwork. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, traveling still. All right, reset your own guard. Front, back, lunge, recover. Advance, lunge, recover. If you need to, reset your on guard to make sure your foot's not traveling off to the side as you go. All right, so we've got our retreat lunge recovers, and then we've got our finisher for the day. All right, retreat, pick your side. All right, it's gonna be back, front, lunge, recover. Back, front, front, back. Back, front, front, back. Retreat, lunge, recover. All right, we're going to do our moving step. Stay on that same side. Retreat, lunge, recover. All right. Let's see. Last side. Don't think I was going to forget that side. I know you were hoping for it. All right. Last side, I'm doing it on my favorite side. So make these your best ones. Again, front, back, front foot, back, front foot again. Front, back. Oh, in place first. In place first. Restart. No cheating. We're at a few seconds back on. In place first. Front, back, lunge, recover. Front, back, lunge, recover. Sink it down. If you're getting tired, try to still make these your best ones. Make a miss, then go hit them. Good. All right, last time traveling. All right. Retreat, lunge, recover. Turn it around, don't run into a wall. Good. Shake it out. This is your good chance to get a water bottle, take a little water break. We're going to do our finisher. So this is where, if you have a ladder or a chalk ladder, or even just a few squares on the floor, that'll be fine. If you have no ladder and you're just like at home with a blank floor, you can do the footwork we're going to do in place. So I'm going to step over to my ladder. So we're going to be going back and forth on our ladder. If you're no ladder, you can just do your footwork in place until I reach the end, and then you can switch. So at each end, we've got a extra fun activity. So I'm going to start with, what did I say I would start with? I said I would start down here. So if you're using weights, this is where you have your one, maybe slightly heavier weight. And we're going to go sink down, grab it, pull it up high, come down, switch hands, and back up. So that's our little snatch there. If you don't have a weight, you can still go dig it down. You're going to do a twist, come back up, sink it down, do a twist. So we're just going to do one on each side. Keep it nice and balanced. And we'll do our footwork down. So I'm just going to do a in, out, 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 in, out. So if you need to do it in place, you've got in, out, out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You fun little hands if it makes you feel. Get a little twist in there. So I'm going to do it down the ladder, but you can do it in place. So just do it in place for as long as I'm on the ladder. Then we're going to do our second extra bonus activity. So this one is a squat. We're going to grab it, overhead press, bring it down, sit down, down. And we're just going to do like 5 of these. You can scale it for you. If you are using a heavier weight, maybe you're only doing 2 or 3, that's fine. If you don't have any weights, you get to go just a little body weight squat, or you could do a little jump squat. Your choice. I'm going to start down there. I'll do my snatches, 1 on each side. Do the ladder, do my little squat with the press, and then take it back. Once I get back to my single weight, that's 1 done. And we're going to do 5 total. So start down here. I hope you got your water while I was talking. Hope you're all set up. Again, if you don't have a ladder, you can do it in place. If you just have space for maybe you're doing just a few squares, you can just go back and forth for as long as I'm doing my footwork. So when my footwork stops, then you can stop and switch to the other thing. All right, we'll start on 3. Hips should be facing forward, kind of nice and neutral. 1, 2, 3, down, grab, set it down to your footwork. Grab your other object or get ready for your body weight squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to your footwork. If this isn't the step that you like to do, you can switch to a different step. All right, that was 1. Shake it out. You want an extra challenge? Do them all quick as fast as you can. Set a timer, like 5 minutes to see how many rounds you can get in. We'll take a little break in between. Taking my break. Stretching it out. Dun, dun, dun. 1 done. Again, you can modify the amount of weight, or you could do the stretch. So maybe I'll do this one with the no weight version, so everyone gets that one too. Other fun bonus thing, make sure you set your weights to a place where you won't run into them as you're doing your footwork. Sometimes people get a lot of momentum. Don't leave a weight at the end to trip over. Or whatever object, if you're using like a backpack, it's a bigger object. You don't want to fly over your backpack. All right, I'm going to straighten this ladder back out for me. Round 2. So this is the body weight version. Stick it down, twist, back up. Stick it down, twist, back up. All right, body weight version here. Again, watch out for your objects. Just some air squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take your footwork back. Bonus challenge if you want to do it backwards. On your way back. All right, I promised a little break. Take your break. So we'll go back to using the weights. I'll just alternate between so people can follow along with whichever one they're more comfortable with. I'm not going to go crazy and get some giant weight. Not today. Next time I'll try and challenge Sam. Dun dun. All right, so this time I'm going to do it with my weight. I get ready. I plan my route so I can try and go as fast as I can. If you want to, you can switch up the footwork pattern you're doing. You don't have to do the same one the whole time. When I do this with my trainer, he usually surprise switches my footwork pattern on me, so get a little extra added. What am I doing next? component. All right, here we go. Down, up, switch, down, up, switch, and 1, 2, 3. If you're doing this in place, keep going till I hit the end. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set it down. Oh, don't forget your return credit. Good. All right, that was round 3. 2 left. So again, I'll do one more body weight so people can see it that way. I'll even do my footwork in place for that one, just so you see the full no objects round. All right, and you don't feel bad if you don't have objects, because you can get just as much out of no extra things. All right, round 4, no objects. So we've got squat, twist, down, squat, twist, down. Footwork in place. 1, 2, 3. You don't have to add the little arm motion. I don't think I can help it. I want to do some jazz hands. And we'll switch, body weight squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to your footwork. 1, 2, 3. And take your break. We've got 1 round left. I'll do that one with the weights. Shake it out. And make the last one your best one. Again, modifications. Use a lighter weight or no weight, or add a heavier weight if you're feeling fancy. Your agility ladder, change the footwork pattern, and again, the extra bonus, don't take breaks. But I want to make sure everyone out there is hydrating and not dehydrating. We did just do footwork, so I'll make sure we get a little break. A good thing you could do with this one is to set your timer for 5 or 10 minutes and see how many rounds you can get through in that time. So you don't have to like speed through it. If you need a break, you take it. But then you're like, all right, today I did 10 rounds in 5 minutes. Tomorrow, maybe I got 11 rounds in 5 minutes. Here's our last round with the weight. Okay, 3, 2, 1, down, up, down, up, footwork, go, 1, 2, 3. Squat with the press, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set of footwork, fast as you can. 1, 2, 3. And you're done. You made it. Find your attention position. Wherever you are, arm out, arm up, in, out, back down. Have a rest of the great Saturday. See you tomorrow.